It seems like it could be either one.
Get ready.
Hey. Well, speaking
of ignorant, here we go. EOD Anakin. Right? And it says, if speak of the devil and ye shall appear. Marco Rodriguez coming through and fighting the Hotaru of Tamago.
Tamago, obviously an absolute master, has been putting on clinics with this character, but has to respect his EPs right now. Instead, is getting locked into the corner.
Yeah, it's never going to be the funnest time in the world when you're having to deal with a Hotaru, especially one not afraid to get into your face like that. And great combo potential, especially on a character like Marco. If you're able to control the pace of the match, you're able to do pretty well with Marco, especially with how much damage you're able to put out. However, you are blocking a lot with your face in that instance. Tamago is going to take round number 1 and catch him with the overhead to start round 2. Tamago tracking a few exits.
Yeah, excellent stuff right there. The hop to get over it, the expenditure to get that extra damage, and then the cross-up setup. It's so simple, and this is a dead Marco too. Crazy stuff.
That was absolutely perfect, as if you couldn't read it on the screen for yourself. And from go to KO in under a minute, Tamago, knowing you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, you're going to game number 2. And yeah, Falcon's Tamago doing some work.
Oh yeah, I mean, you don't reach the max rank in this game without putting some absolute work. The rank system takes a little bit of time to get through, unless you are winning just absolutely constantly. No win bonus for multiple in a row.
I mean, hey, there are no medals for Valor in this game, but gotta say, EOD Anakin, need to at the very least be putting up a little bit more of a fight. That fading jump punch, I like what I'm seeing, but you can see like the processes are there. However, you're just getting caught a little too much, maybe getting a little button happy and releasing block a little too early, but Tamago is not going to complain at all, and this is looking like a poke. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen when you have so many stacked names like this. Anybody can enter this bracket. It's free to enter, but sometimes you get put against the best, and not respecting them is the best way to get your pressure started. No confirmed there.
Oh yeah, and we're just seeing it now. Like it's getting to be just a little bit of a runaway, and Tamago, the legend, coming up from Mexico and entering this bracket. Anakin catching all of it, and Tamago. What else are you gonna say? This Falcon hatching from the egg, spreading its wings here in the breakout bracket, and Tamago is looking to be a force to a lone wolf who wound up finding his pack, and now I'm in a city full of them. So we get into this game number 2. Demonio Niebla playing the Billy as if you need to speak anything else into existence tonight. Why cry? Here we go with this call.
Billy is going to be here plentifully, and honestly, the biggest surprise of the evening is having Demon in the Mist show up for the bracket. This man is a bracket dodger, and I'm just happy to see him out, and he's repping my character. Let's go. Get out of this corner. There we go.
Exactly. Does so, but still on the back foot quite a bit in the opening scenes of this match. I mean, this Gato certainly not going to back down. I mean, being in the city of the wolves, this cat not exactly one to show any sort of shyness.
Oh, nice. Mess with the meaty setup there, and just great optimization by Demon in the Mist to not get him into SPG. Now he has to deal with a monster. Let's see what he has in store for him.
The thing is, you do have to press buttons in order to get yourself out of it, but yeah, the Gato is just going to take care of that. Nip it in the bud. You have the ability to take him out with one blow, and you do so on the jump. Gotta respect that, Gato. And that is the benefit of having the early advantage, and that's something that Gato is going to take advantage of yet again on the warpath. Already at SPG range, and with half the bar, eating this cat on the hunt here in round 1.
Nice. Great command grab there. Should be able to clean this up for the kill. Yes, sir. All right, we're just at a pixel left. What's the mix? It's the overhead is blocked. We still have to perfect carry that instead. It's the DB to finish off the food.
Demon of the Mist. You gotta love what you're seeing. It's just,
Get out of sight.
you know what? You could have told me that was Demon speaking, and I would have believed you. I can't believe that I stopped to listen to the dialogue. But you're going to go to game number 2, and I don't know, man. Demon of the Mist needs to get themselves on the board just a little bit because, again, man, they're kind of eating off your tray right now.
Well, you'll immediately see Demon picking a great different option select here and trying to keep Gato at range. Exactly what you want to do. His up close is too terrifying for Billy. Instead, get your plus frames or keep him at max range. Instead, you're going to get picked up for a ton of damage, and if he spends, I think you're dead. You need to. Ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, this kid is absolutely outrunning Demon of the Mist thus far. Cannot beat Ace. Demon of the Mist, however, could that be the motivation you needed?
I mean, he didn't have to do it to him, but what a stylish little combo, Demon. Picking up some nice brownie points for it.
Does that even count as a commentator's curse on my end? I don't know.
There'll be plenty of curses to be had later, but that level 2 misses a huge misplay, and Pace not getting the confirm there is even stranger. Nice, good pickup here.
Yeah. Hey, credit the Demon in the Mist, willing to do things the old-fashioned way. Whipping on the level 2 can be a little bit of a backbreaker, not gonna lie, but Pace, nonetheless, I mean, all the resources that make the difference, indeed, with confidence to be able to get that done and finish it out. Going to be a 2-0 win for the Gato main from Michigan.
Did you truly think you could get the better of me with a
Really
silly
found his
dance?
footing. Immediately swinging into the next brag with my versus. Oh, that's super green. I know that. Preecha anywhere. I don't need to see the gosh darn name.
You gotta love Cyber Goth Preecha. That's something else. But like she's gonna go to a rave under a bridge later fight. But you're going to see now again, like this Preecha. We know how you know you like those quick hitboxes. You know you like being able to jump in. But is this Mai going to be able to become the immovable object to perhaps counteract this unstoppable force? That is the question that Shakugan has to answer right here before you against Supergrenas.
Yeah, and the one thing you'll notice when you play against Super Green is just constantly having to deal with him never giving up. He refuses to play patient ever. Like, we're gonna probably see him burn out before he wins this round. If not, the Mai's just gonna take it.
Well, I mean, we're kind of seeing that right now, and now you're trapped in the corner, which, I mean, if you're the Preecha, you want to be moving around, you want to have a little bit of track for you to take off, but the more you drive forward, the more you risk to that wall. Shakugan shuts it down. Round 1 victory.
Yeah, really nice stuff.
Super Green with a little bit of a head of steam.
With the Preecha quick combos, baby.
This is what you were talking about, right? Like, being able to get on that front foot early. This is what Preechas want, generally speaking. So putting that SPG at the beginning, it has its risks, but goodness gracious, other rewards.
Yeah, Preecha definitely a character you oftentimes see it thrown at the beginning because her grounded SPG is so good. It is essentially Vanessa Punch, like modernized with armor. I've had nightmares worse than this. Oh, nice. Gonna be blocked though.
Yeah, it's about what you're looking for. Like, when in doubt, there's nothing wrong with playing a little bit of defense. And when you got him in the corner, that is where you can get things done. Shakugan finding the victory in round 1.
Yeah, really nice stuff there. Able to find some great gaps. Probably a character Super Green hasn't really played much against. Not a very popular character in the cast, but has very good normals and a very impressive playstyle when she gets in.
Yeah, no, Maya is a character that has had trouble finding its way up the tier list in a lot of the KOFs, and it seems like it's not much different in this iteration of Fatal Fury. But
Supergrenas just pulling out some silliness, getting the fireball here.
It's funny to talk about, like, metagame stuff. Meanwhile, you just have nonsense happening, and Super Green, telling me to stop talking about this other girl and pay attention to me.
Oh, dude. Always a sucker for attention. 35% already gone, and now you got to deal with this EX combo. Take him to the wall.
Now you
Uh-oh. Now, just the absolute corner monster that is Preecha paying dividends, and the get off move ain't gonna work. Preecha going to stay in your face. This is where she eats, and the Muay Thai expert Preecha going to throw out every single combo opportunity in your face, and you got just about an orange glowing square left of your bar. Super Green, one hit away from a big Game 2 victory, which is achieved. Now we're going to a Game 3.
Yeah, immediately tying it up, putting great pressure on. Excellent use of the light. And we got a tie game here. Let's see what they can do.
Oh, this is the first Game 3 that we've had here tonight, and oh, the excitement is palpable, and you can see Shakugan being forced to play just a little bit more aggressive and maybe overextend, trying to get her out of SPG, which, just so you know, Super Green is not yet, and is going to make Shakugan pay dearly in the corner, throwing them both, looking like Billy Blanks out here, and Super Green, super indeed, throws out the 4 and gets the round 1 victory.
God, I'm such a great hop, baited the throw and everything. Oh, I'm so ready for this. Doesn't matter. Shakugan not going to let any of that bother them. Gets that full screen pressure, and now throwing the fireballs, trying to get the universal anti-air, but it doesn't matter. The EX combos coming through here, taken out of SPG. Might spend the bar here? No, just get the dash up. Oh, and bait 6!
Oh, that is genius stuff from Super Green. A little bit for Super Green to find their footing in this one. In fact, seeded the game 1 in straight sets, but Shakugan, the fire being extinguished quickly. That's what happens when you suffocate a flame. Super Green going to put that one out and move on. Characters that, again, interesting potential, but we're not really basing ourselves around potential, are we? We're basing ourselves around results, and Hokutomaru thus far has gotten quite a few of them.
Also, we got to talk about the drift real fast. Nebu showing up with the One Punch Man outfit, trying to take out his opponent in just a single slap. Is not going to happen here, though. Has to do a little bit more work. Just the costume does not make him fit.
Yeah, probably for the best, but and then again, talking about someone like Vox, who maybe a little bit, I mean, you are married to that arc when you are jumping, but that's something that Hokutomaru you would think would be able to react to, but thus far has not yet had to take too much of an initiative in reading any sort of anti-air options. He's been getting it done on the ground, getting it done by utilizing the speed on the ground, that negative space. However, charging in is Vox Reaper. Nebu doing quite well against the pieces of First Force, but not well enough, because First Force strikes last and takes round number 1.
Yeah, I mean, First Force obviously knows his crouching B is an insanely good button. Use it while it's strong, and hey, jumping D ain't so bad either. You're gonna take him all the way to the corner and take him out of SPG with bar gain. Incredible stuff.
Now continuing on, I mean, Vox trying to find a way in, trying to break down this meter, but First Force, this is getting, I don't know, the offense feeling just a little bit predictable. Only now is Nebu really able to mix it up.
Incredible character. He's able to just repeat that string and then finally find the counter hit, take him all the way to the corner, and just need like one more hit like that to keep it running. Oh, it doesn't confirm off of it though.
A little bit more coming from Nebu, and got the grab, beautifully executed, and give himself a little bit of space to work with as well. However, First Force going to be more than happy to do that chip damage and the jump in overhead, and that is a big old forehead for you to hit. First Force going to take the 1.
I recognize
It was a really good time to teleport. Seeing that they went into overdrive there, just kind of resetting the pace. Doesn't even need to do the EX to clip him quickly. Very, very nice stuff. I mean, obviously, First Force been absolutely terrorizing so many brackets, and you can just see why with this incredibly patient play and abuse of this Hokutomaru meta right now.
No hard feelings.
And it really is not for a lack of effort that that Nebu was unable to find success. You got to respect at least what Nebu was able to bring to the table for what it was, and certainly you got to respect what you're seeing right now, because this is a pretty clear runaway for round number 1. Nebu, something has awakened within Vox Reaper, and that is a beautiful game 1 victory, and it's like night and day, isn't it, Y-Cry?
A little bit. I mean, he definitely got away with like 2 belligerent strings and ran it to the bank. But hey, we take those when they come, man. Oh, nice check with the shuriken. He just needs to find his way back in here before Vox is able to get his game plan started.
No hard feelings.
Up we go.
Beautiful off the grab, gives himself a little bit of space, puts him into the corner as well. Again, one of those characters where maybe you need a little bit of runway to get things started if you are Hokutomaru, but Vox not giving any of that, away.
Yeah, you can just see him just going for the light string there, not committing to too much here, but I think not committing is going to be the death of that round, tying it up 1-1. Nebu doing a great light string there, and has to keep it, keep that pressure and damage run and going into this next one. Taking first force to losers early would be an absolute blessing to the rest of the bracket winners, but our redemption side is going to be a little in trouble if he's down there, but it's going to be in trouble no matter what.
Yeah, as Doggy Sam has put it at tipped off, the alternative measures of success bracket on the lower side, but you're going to see. I don't know. It could be workshop. I'm not against it, but we're going to see now. First force to Nebu, not wanting to see any alternative measures of success, but rather just see success. And beautiful! What a punish! And now he's going to get a boatload of damage off of that, and Nebu absolutely eaten First Force's lunch off the tray and is 1 hit away from taking this round number 1, but First Force not exactly out of it yet.
He actually burned himself out of SPG there, but hey, if a move carries you that hard, you might give it your time of day, but not respecting the DP. First Force going to be fighting for his life potentially at this last potential round.
They're both in SPG, so it's going to be, pretty pedal to the metal. That means to protect those resources. Nebu already has Hokutomaru halfway out of that meter, but First Force not exactly out of it yet. This is where we're going to see maybe a little bit more set play here. Really might just come down to who blinks first. Get ready for a staring contest for the ages.
Oh, and a whipped grab there. Huge miss. Able to stall himself in the air for just long enough here to get the level 1 and keep this pressure going. Nebu getting the cross up on the re-jump. Oh, goodness. Getting out of hand quick.
Oh, rushing in just a little too much. It's becoming a little predictable, but Nebu doing well to realize that First Force was catching on to the rhythm and counters with the grab. Now we're seeing Nebu maybe on the back foot a little bit, trying to get things going, but First Force has locked onto Nebu's rhythm and is going to punish with just, cheeky little jump back and shuriken. Here we are, final round. They're both in SPG. We are going into the Bering Strait for this final chapter.
Yeah, and Hokutomaru finding a really good idea here, continuing to jump a whole bunch and re-jumping around that SPG. Going to be able to take him all the way towards the wall and burn himself out. Does have SPG to go into, but doesn't find the time for it. Oh, and he's running the circles on Wake Up.
Oh,
excellent stuff. This should kill.
Probably. Remember how I said we were going full in on the Mulsanne Strait to end this off, and what better way to do that? First Force shifting it into high gear, and that gonna be
did you happen to study under that one really big guy?
First Force defeats his Mexican counterpart Nebu.
Bracket, so
my dog heard Skwerl and started barking. Sorry about that. So we're going to get still Skwerl on the Gato, like you mentioned, but going up against EepyGirlWakeyWorld, the Billy, as you mentioned. Talk about some meta picks. And yeah, it's everybody's hype out here. This Billy play, we're seeing what this character can do now.
And if you can see the difference already from the first match we watched on stream, just a lot of in-your-face pressure, not letting Gato play at all. And see, immediately choosing an option, but able to jump behind it. Eepy knows when to pressure, and that is a perfect game from the
Yeah, you kind of have to love what you've been seeing. This is yeah. You weren't kicked out, EepyGirl. This is not someone just to be trifled.
No, an absolute monster in these brackets. Been showing me a lot of good Billy play as well. Oh, but Skwerl, nothing to sneeze at, man. This Gato pressure, we saw it earlier, now we're seeing it in optimized face that Skwerl can produce in a bracket. Man throwed into EX, another perfect back-to-back.
I mean, talk about, like, it does not get more back and forth than this. This is actually a little nuts, but Skwerl versus EepyGirlWakeyWorld, maybe familiarity breeds contempt, because these two are absolutely going at it, and right now it's Skwerl with the upper hand. This Gato bouncing in the corner, and Billy has but a stick to fend this Wildcat off, and we do have EepyGirl doing good work to try to get out of it, but is it enough in the face of all this pressure to get locked on? And you gotta know that EepyGirl is able to return, or Skwerl is able to bounce and take Billy out.
Oh, that was a really bad forward B from Gato. Doesn't spend the full bar, wants that extra 1 bar for this flight confirmed. Excellent stuff to EB.
Wow. I mean, I was kind of curious as to whether or not that comeback could happen. Skwerl was looking awfully good for the victory, but I mean, I guess the saying is true, why cry? It ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
And this game, even though tons of perfects can happen, it is definitely a game of absolutes. Pressure is so intense. Being able to do this continuously is what wins you matches. Overhead, into the low, but the DP is going to break that pressure.
We are indeed going to see an emphasis on the aerials, but this time it's EepyGirlWakeyWorld. Their feet on the ground and making use of their opponent's jump-ins. You want to try and pounce, you're more than free to do so, but EepyGirl with the stick in hand wins the try.
Yeah, and a little bit of a preemptive level 1 there from EP, but it's going to be okay. They have to take some of this pressure in the corner. Instead of doing that, we're just going to go into the next round.
Yeah.
Dang it. That's very likely just on the spectator side. I'm sure our player
could not hear.
Round 1.
Ready. I'm going to get the passing in the living room was not a good idea, but Billy Kane, that jump in perhaps could have been, but it gets blown up by Skwerl, who is going to continue on with this rush. 40-hit combo, juggling in the air, takes almost half the bar, but now you're knocking Gato into SPG range. I like the tactical adjustment, and Billy at the end about to be knocked into range as well. This is going to be a barn burner of a final round. Why cry?
Yeah, and that was so smart by EepyGirl to continue that string with the EX there, because they knew their only option was picking up. But it doesn't matter. Skwerl's too intelligent, too smart, and picking up the first round of this final game.
Yeah, no kidding. That was absolutely brilliant stuff from Skwerl to pick up the pieces of what was very quickly becoming a busted game. EepyGirlWakeyWorld, figure out how to make this happen, and knocking her into SPG, maybe not well advised, but she'll have the ability to knock Skwerl right back out and get around on the board, and these combos coming through for big damage. And could you potentially get the KO out of it? Will you be able to fight out of the corner? The answer is no, and it will be to the tune of those 11 golden letters. Perfect game flying across the screen, and it is final round. Why cry?
Yeah, Eevee doing such a great optimization for that combo, knowing the open situation afterwards, and starting off this final round in absolute stylish fashion. The only problem is we have set Skwerl into SPG. It's time to burn some meter.
Yeah, you saw it. I mean, Gato does have those 2 stars kind of waiting. You'd have to think that the danger is imminent. However, EepyGirl realizing the amount of SPG still has not suffered a single hit of damage in these past 2 rounds. The optimization is on point, and 2 perfects in a row. EepyGirl says, "Keep your eyes open. I'm coming for you."
That's an
And
experience
into the
facing
next
Chinese
round,
martial arts.
EepyGirl, you don't
I
want to be
just how to
sleeping
handle
on
your
her.
attacks.
Press buttons and be crazy, but he doesn't have the belligerence of the rest of the cast. He has to get that bar standing speed. He has to EX into your face. It's just a tiny bit slower than the rest of the cast, and the tiny bit of pause is what dooms him to death.
And then on the other side of it, you have a character like Hokutomaru that wants to run around and can run around and make the entire map their oyster, more or less. But there's a downside to that as well, in the sense that if you're not running around, what are you really doing? Like, you're one of those characters, it's the curse of speed, where if you have that, you kind of have to. Ooh!
Yeah, that's a KOF knowledge. Hyde coming through with the perfect movement, stopping him in his place, getting that close C, and continuing to bread for excellent stuff.
What you're seeing here from Hyde, and you're talking about being patient and the ability to kind of blow things up, is about as explosive as it gets. But Robert moving on through the Hokutomaru, absolutely moving here in the background. Oh my goodness. And more time to hear than the balloons in the background. I don't know why it cries. It's getting a little dicey for Hyde.
It's fine. You don't need any HP as Terry to kill somebody. You just got to get that last hit that you need. This is anybody's game, but instead, Robert going to close it out real quick with that back jump D into crouching.
Beautiful stuff. Again, from Robert being able to sort of absorb the pressure, only 1 or 2 hits, and then carrying all the way across the screen, throwing a few somersaults in there. Why not? You gotta love it. Bring it up off the ground like Shawn Michaels and delivering a little sweet chin music to boot. That is going to cost you 3/4 of your health bar, and just a little bit of an overextension is gonna cost you the rest of it. Robert, you gotta love what you're seeing. Hokutomaru absolutely flying on top, and 1 game away from winner's side.
Have
Top 8.
tougher opponents.
Yeah, Hyde just unfortunately trying to do his neutral skip button was a little out of range. And Robert, I mean, such a master of the craft, is going to be able to get a little bit past it and do his work from there. Really nice stuff.
Now, as we get to the next game, Hyde is going to get back in. Maybe we're seeing a character switch here. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we've got the Gato on screen, which I'm not against. I understand why the Terry is so strong, but, you know, Gato having a little bit more consistency, a little bit stronger up-close pressure. I'm not sure if it's a counter pick to Hokutomaru. I haven't seen that.
Get ready.
It seems like it could be. It's just rather inconsistent. But then again, you have to be feeling better about this than the Terry, because yeah, you're getting a lot off of the offensive measures if you're Terry. But man, it looked like Hyde was suffering trying to find those outside of round 1.
Nice, and a great SPG there to take him down, but unfortunately not close enough to get his extension, or just didn't quite get the input that he wanted. He's in the corner here, mashing his way out.
Okay. Robert, maybe getting a little antsy on the button presses there and not able to carry on perhaps as much as you would like. But then again, I don't think Robert minds one round away in this Gato, while proving to be, I think, just a little bit more adept at countering Hokutomaru than Terry was in the final few rounds last time. Still has yet to find footing until just there. Finally, Robert with a little bit of a foothold, or Hyde, excuse me, with a foothold on Robert, and yeah, not even out of SPG range yet as Hyde gonna tap into the monster and take things over.
Yeah, has to get a little aggressive here, but instead that crouching C gonna win him so much pressure here. Has tons of bar to spend. Not even gonna use the level 1. Instead, just go for setup. Oh, DP level 1. Keep it invincible. Keep the pressure going. Nice backdash though. This should clean it up.
That was actually beautiful, and Robert, so clean, so efficient, and the meter going to come online in an explosive finish. Robert, it was not without its trepidations at the end, but is able to tame the beast in Mr. Hyde, and it is going to be Robert moving on. Deliver statements up into the bracket. We are going to get into it. EepyGirl quite clearly agrees with me, as SoSickNASHFAN is already on the back foot, and now just on the front of their face, it is going to be round 2. EepyGirl already up a game.
Yeah, this is a bit of a rough matchup for Billy. Obviously, Hotaru is such a monster in this game, but doesn't really have the same get-off-me options that other characters have, and likes to sit still, so getting command grab is a very real possibility. But oh, just does the meaty D instead. Has a lot of EX here to continue this pressure. Instead, just opts to spend that level 1 and close it out quick and clean.
Wow. Yeah, that's what else are we gonna say, man? SoSickNASHFAN. This is again, you know, someone who is having to fight out of a corner in this game number, in this final round. Excuse me, it's game number 1. But what EepyGirl has been able to show is, oh man, just when you thought you had a chance, forget what I was going to say. EepyGirl is just going to go ahead and take Hotaru for a ride.
I think we could have extended that a little bit farther, but doesn't even need it. The level 1 to close that out. Eepy, so talented. My goodness. Up a game. Let's keep it running.
Yeah. I mean, what else am I going to add to that? You saw what EepyGirl is able to do, and again, talking about having all the answers and changing the questions, EepyGirl is so good at that, and obviously using a character that is very well equipped to do so. What with the range attacks and those pokes, you're able to open up defenses so efficiently and counteract those jump-ins that Hotaru does relatively well. I mean, this is about what you want for about as hard a counter as you're going to get, especially when you're playing as on point as EepyGirl is.
That was so interesting, doing the normal DP into the EX, trying to catch some forward movement, but NASHFAN not going to fight at all, instead just stay at this max range and throw EX Fireball. JD, oh, nice break. Oh man, this is a rough situation here. I don't know about this level 1 spend. A lot of confidence.
Not going to be made to pay for it quite yet, but is in overheat again. Yeah, you talk about mismanaging your resources. They were both in overheat at that point, but SoSickNASHFAN realizing the situation, jumps back, connects with the kick, and is going to get the round. SoSickNASHFAN doing all right for themselves, all things considered, and putting Billy into the corner. This is about what you want to see, but EepyGirl able to fight their way out. Just giving SoSickNASHFAN a runway, though. This is dangerous.
Yeah, but all we've done is we've put the little monster into her SBG. She's ready to make your world miserable. The close beat not going to be enough pressure to keep things going. +3, the hyper defense. That's how you do it, baby.
Ooh.
0 free.
There you go. SoSickNASHFAN able to utilize the ability to get into that space. And anytime you're able to neutralize that disjoint that EepyGirl has, that is, that's not nothing. So EepyGirl wanting to get off on the front foot early on with the SPG being right at the beginning, still able to fight back regardless. But man, it's looking to be just a little bit chancy given SoSickNASHFAN's ability to be resilient as well.
Nice. That was a great crouching C, trying to get him off of you, but the air throw, don't forget she has it, the woman who has everything in her kit. Perfect play right now from NASHFAN. Just has to stay away from the Billy. Don't worry, we got 30 seconds, plenty of match left.
Keeping him at range. Gotta love what you're seeing. You're only able to wave away so much with that staff. But No waving that away. That is just raw range damage. And EepyGirl 1 round away from winner's side, top 8. SoSickNASHFAN is going to need an answer to this, but gets caught, beautifully countered by EepyGirl.
Yeah, they were so ready to take that throw. They did not care at all. Was completely ready for the jump. And doing the auto combo there to throw the pressure off of NASHFAN. Really sick. I don't think we kill here, but gosh, do we get close.
And all of these off of counter hits, you gotta love what you're seeing. SoSickNASHFAN realizing they cannot be the one to swing first. Gotta become a counter puncher here, but Billy is going to get a lot more out of this than you are. Call it a GameStop trade, because that ain't even. EepyGirlWakeyWorld is going to get that done and move on to winner's side top 8.
Run along home
Really
before you
solid
find
stuff from
someone less
Eepy.
merciful.
I mean, it's looking like
Utilize that teleport to get them off. You know how to play Hokutomaru. You do not know how to play their Hokutomaru. So this is one of those matchups that's going to be very interesting, especially as we get into winner's side top 8. Yurikov going up against Robert.
Yeah, I know you're saying you might not know how they play as like a generalization, but these two play so much and also, ironically, have incredibly similar play styles. Sometimes you will forget which one is happening on the screen because they both like to play little characters in any game they play. And have truly found a menace of a top tier in this one.
Hokutomaru wins.
Going to get Robert drawing first blood, and yeah, absolutely. When you're talking about people who play together all the time, especially whether it's in these breakout brackets or elsewhere, I mean, yeah, obviously you're going to get a little bit of familiarity with the other person's playstyle. However, you don't necessarily know what they're thinking in that moment. You don't know when the mix-up is coming. You have to be on the lookout. You cannot just assume, because you know what they say about assuming it makes an ass out of you and me. But in this instance, it really is just you, because you're the one who decided to bank on someone's playstyle being the same 100% of the time, and now you're getting punched in the face.
And currently just showing off the absolute strengths of this character, mashing on Wake Up, not caring at all. Oh man, we're really getting into the depths of what makes Fatal Fury so fun. The intense defense system, the robust damage, and the level 1 to close it out. Robert, not actually losing. Sorry, that was Yurikov. My gosh, I'm getting mixed already.
Trying to mix up the timing on the jumps, and you gotta like it. Eventually it works out. A little bit of an expenditure of resources, but Yurikov not in a position to punish, but in a position to counterpunch if nothing else. And Robert now going to find themselves in much the same space, trying to utilize those teleports, and doing so well. You talk about a fast-paced matchup. Why try? This is it.
Hokutomaru
Cleaning it up quick and easy, dude. Robert taking the first game. I think this is still first to 2 the whole way through until we get to winners finals, losers finals, and grands. But while we're here, man, Robert doing a really great job and spending that SPG so smartly, using it as an anti-air, but seeing it come back right away. So hard to punch.
Moving on here, and oh my goodness. Okay, no, I was about to say, like, these jump ins again. They can be called out, but Hokutomaru, you generally want to be the one kind of charging in. So it does kind of present an interesting paradigm. Like, how do you play defensively with this character against someone else playing your character? And maybe that's when it comes down to knowing your opponent and knowing their tendencies, I would imagine.
Of course, absolutely. But hey, just swiping him out of the air. Yurikov putting in the work right now. Needs to keep this pressure up if he wants to take out Robert quickly. Oh, but it doesn't matter. SPG will clean up any mistakes we make.
Love what you're seeing, mixing things up with the jumps, and here we go. The SPG is online, and we're going to see it deployed to the fullest effect. Yurikov Beautiful stuff, and an explosive finish is going to be good for half the health bar, and continues it on with the overhead on the jump in, continuing fourth, and that's just going to be every last bit of damage, but beautiful on the counterpunch. Robert fighting back. Is that but a parting shot here, however? Woo! It was beautifully blown up by Yurikov.
Oh my god, what a beautiful guard counter into that shoulder. Yuri putting up with a lot of real life stuff, but still giving you an absolute performance right now on the gosh darn tournament. Let's go, Yuri. Great tech. Right now, but getting backdash through it. Yurikov, he's in his head. He's finding the pressure, didn't quite get him out of SPG, and you know he's gonna spend it because he has it.
No.
Both of the sliver left.
Okay. Through? Oh my goodness. I mean, this is getting into like Mortal Kombat levels of juggling that we're seeing here. Yurikov now puts him into the corner, and it will not come back out. Your feet ain't gonna touch the ground, but the small of your back will. And that is going to be Robert taking round number 1 in this deciding game 3.
Nice, great block there by Yurikov. It's so tempting to want to press a button, but unfortunately, not getting the full JD. Hey, he sees it too, but don't worry, my close B is safe. Keep the pressure going, get him out of SPG and build some bar while I'm at it. Let's keep it running.
Like you're seeing so far, and now only continuing on, has yet to suffer any significant damage and has him in the corner. Potentially a chance for Yurikov to counterpunch, but you need the block with something other than your face in order to do it. That simply ain't gonna happen, Robert. Goodness me. As decisive a game 3 victory, a little excessive, a little quickly. So I do think that EepyGirl is going to have to be a little bit more judicious with her buttons.
Yeah, but I hate to be the bearer of bad news. She will not. These buttons are meant to be pressed, and I have the pad to do it. Getting plus frames here, continuing this pressure. My god, that's actually negative, but nobody knows it is.
EepyGirl is not going to be judicious with her buttons because she does not know what judicious means. We are going to keep mashing on Hokutomaru in the corner and take down half the bar. First Force trying to jump out. It's simply not going to work, and you're just going to have to eat that. All that for a drop of blood. First Force barely laying a hand on EepyGirl in that round 1.
Yeah, I know this is what she specializes in. Aggressive, in-your-face pressure, keeping it all together, but the 0 frame is going to finally get him out of there. It takes a full bar to keep it going, but it doesn't matter. I'm not an SPG yet. Yeah, baby, let's go. What's the pickup?
God, I love that. Girl. I mean, not feeling any reason to respect the offensive First Force at all, because it's pretty easy to hit a stationary target. First Force, relatively speaking to how they've been playing throughout this tournament, looking like their feet are glued to the ground, finally able to generate a little bit of force against the girl. At least enough to get her to back off just a little bit, but First Force not really able to garner any momentum, at least not enough to stay out of punish range, as EepyGirl is going to take game number 1. Maybe not in as convincing a fashion as that first round would have led on, but still, EepyGirl looking awful good for winner's final. If this form can keep up, First Force is going to have something to say about that. It's going to come from getting, again, that little bit of a head of steam that Hokutomaru sort of requires in this game.
Every character in this game does so amazing when they're in the lead, but we have to get past this. Instead, just going to fall victim. That standing A is not an anti-air. And we got to rerun the set. EepyGirl looking to find that momentum back.
Ooh, here we go.
And the SPG is a great way to keep him off of you. The level 1 to keep the pressure moving and try and get him out of that mode. Ooh, great JD in the air. Continuing this pressure, but yo, none after that. 3 shurikens landing.
I mean, how important is that for a Hokutomaru to be able to lock onto the rhythm with which your opponent is jumping in? I know that you have that big old disjointed hitbox, you're still going to need to jump into range and try to make those risky maneuvers. You can't just walk your way to victory. You're not simply walking the corridor. You don't walk in the kill range either. Beautifully countered. And
the red line missed? All right, I learned something new.
Yeah. I wasn't quite sure what I was looking at either. I wasn't. Thank you for catching on that.
Yeah, I was like, where's the damage? Wait a minute, what happened? Oh, EepyGirl, you have to clean this up quick. Oh, she's not gonna have enough meter. Jump grab. Oh, jump low, let's go!
Ooh. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. EepyGirl is going to take it the final round, and you gotta love what you're seeing. Billy is standing on business here in the hangar. And first force, could they be hanging on for dear life? Almost at SPG on both ends. You're going to have to get this done the old-fashioned way, and it's going to be first force jumping in, moving around. And EepyGirl is down.
Nice. Oh my gosh, one of the only characters that can actually get over that level 1 and not just JD it to continue the pressure. Hokutomaru gonna spend that bar, clean up his round, and should be a 1-1 set here. Really nice stuff, the first force.
Loving that.
Oh, Hokutomaru. Wait.
Loving that if you're first force. And my, oh my, could there be any more drama to start out this top 8? All for the right to face off against Robert, I believe.
Oh my god, what a great pull. He X'd it and got all the way in there, spending a ton of meter to try and get him out of SPG here. Almost half spent.
Oh! EepyGirl eating up half of the health bar before first force is able to even do damage, all for the right to face off against Robert in winner's final, who is eagerly awaiting their opponent. Probably licking their chops. You know that both of these two are going to be tired after this one, taking a lot of mental energy, but Hokutomaru able to jump over the flame wheel so easily, is piling on the damage. You think your Firebird's right line is going to incinerate you. First force on the board in round 1 of game 3.
Yeah, getting hit with this meaty D on incoming is going to take him out of SPG. We don't even have a bar to keep this pressure off of me. How do we get out of here? It's going to be an uphill battle from here on in.
An overheat already. Every last bit of resource that you can use. Has to do well in cooldown, but you can get it done the old-fashioned way. You have the means to do it. Got everything revved up, your building meter, you're doing everything you can to keep the pressure on. And what can first force do? You can't move. EepyGirl, keep your eyes open. You are going to winners finals.
Not yet.
If you can continue this on, we are in final round.
Let's go. Let's find that pressure. Going for that empty low a whole bunch. Kind of defaulting to the option. We might see some grabs come out here at the end for EepyGirl.
What a way to come back off the floor and on the board, but first force indeed, making it happen off of the counter hit, and the just two non-stop coming. EepyGirl on the back foot as quickly as you were able to get on the board in that last round. Those two can the opportunity slip away, and we are going down to the wire. Could be a photo finish. Hokutomaru's ground speed could very well be the difference. Is it going to be the chip damage? Oh, it's the flame wheel. It's gonna be out of range.
Oh, we got a great pickup here, and finds the hit, but not the final confirm. Instead goes to a crouching D.
Oh my God. What a way to round it out. First force realizing EepyGirl is but immortal and finding the
I think she has a good fireball, but her best bet is like to be like right up in your face and rushing in. But right now we got Ryuki kind of doing the rushing in and pushing Supergrenas over all the way to the wall.
I've seen enough Rock Howards here in the Breakout Esports series to know that, like, being in the corner against Rock is a really bad day. He's got a lot of great tools to keep the lock in there right now. As you can see right now, Ryuki is just doing all the things right now. Supergrenas, who is a two-time, if I believe, Breakout Esports champion, is getting the works put on him, but not anymore, as he fights his way back out of the corner doing those big B&B combos with Preecha that we've seen him do here a million times before. Gets the blocks. What's his punish going to be? Nothing done. Back to the neutral.
We'll see how
here come the fireballs. Maintaining some space.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, well, right now, Ryuki's in overheat, even though Breakout is in really down with, like, I don't know, like, final pixel. Now they're both in overheat, and we'll see how Breakout is going to take advantage. Oh, he's in the corner. Oh, there should be a big punish there. And there
he doesn't have a lot of meat. He doesn't have a lot of meter to spin on an overheat, but he will spin the 2 bars, get as much damage as he can, and it's actually enough to close it out.
That whiff DP was pretty deadly there, and Supergrenas took full advantage and kind of held it down and came back there in that round.
Oh, nice! The red blow gets through the air fireballs. Does it again, but Ryuki's ready for it this time. Gets the touchdown.
Going into the level 1 there, and now we're gonna keep going. Oh, we're seeing how Ryuki comes in. Just the small hop gets in. Oh, but nice comeback and interrupt by Supergrenas. Now doing the bread and butter combos going in.
Not enough to get him out of SPG. He's gonna have to be really careful because yep, there's the red blow right there. Rock Howards love doing that. That red blow on Rock is such a flinch button.
Oh. You're right on that one. We're now tied 1-1 in this game 1. I'm assuming this is still first to 2. So
yeah, because this is loser side round 1. So
yeah, exactly.
Oh, another one. That's the second time Ryuki's got a beat on what Supergrenas' habits are. It's the second time in this set that we've seen him pull that off. He's ready for those red blows.
Toss up right there, and now here comes Ryuki still pushing it in. Wow, doing these aggressive jump-ins right now and just not giving
the DP whiffs, and he's in overheat. That is unfortunate. Supergrenas has 2 bars. He can close it out again with another hidden gear super like he did in the first round. See if he gets the opportunity, though, because first he's got to get through these fireballs. He's going to spin both bars to get through it, bully his way in. This won't kill. Won't even get him past SPG. This is a tough position for Grenas to be in.
Still in burnout. Oh no, but got the crouching lights in there, and Ryuki was able to hit confirm and close out that game. Wow, I never count Supergrenas out, even though like he would be what, like 10% life left. Like he can come back, especially with a character like Preecha. Ryuki. But
yeah, I've seen him be consistent when he's under pressure. You know, if nothing else, Supergrenas definitely nails his B&Bs all the time. Like that one right there. We've seen Ryuki drop a few, but Grenas not so much. He just needs to find the opportunities. He's been kind of on the receiving end of the damage these last couple of rounds. He needs to find that big opening, find that domination. Right now, he's got Rock to the corner, but it doesn't matter as he's back to the mid-screen now.
With throw on there by Supergrenas. Ryuki wasn't able to take full advantage on the jump and now start doing some air fireballs to zone out Supergrenas there. And as just trying to bait something out, it looks like, oh, and there's it is. Supergrenas is now getting a little bit of a bread and butter combo.
Oh, he's ready for the red blow this time. Grenas not falling for any of Ryuki's neutral.
It's always that one mistake. That's kind of what's doing it right now. It's like, well, if Ryuki does the whip DP or if Grenas does a special whip, and that kind of just takes the rounds for their opponent. So Ryuki's now up 1 round on set point here.
Grenas needs to find the answer quick because he's got his back to the wall. He's got his back to the cliff right now, and if he doesn't find the answer soon, he's going to find himself tumbling off of it and be out of this tournament. Strong start from Ryuki for this round. Half health for Grenas. He's out of SPG. He's got 2 bars though.
Definitely has 2 bars, but this is not looking good for Supergrenas getting pushed to the corner.
One more touch for Ryuki.
Bread and butter combo by Supergrenas.
By the time this is over, he's gonna have. Okay, so he spins 1 bar. He needs one more. He needs one more correct confirm. It's gonna be 1 confirm either side. Oh no! Okay, nice recovers from the double fireball and Protex just in time. He's trying so hard to weed through these fireballs, and he's able to pull it off. He just needs to confirm this combo. He's so consistent at doing those, and that's gonna be enough.
Oh my god!
1 more round.
One more round. Set point for Ryuki. Survival point for Supergrenas. He was down to one, like two pixels.
I'm telling you, man. Like he keeps it cool. He shook off the mistake from that whiff EP that put him in the overheat at the previous round.
My hands are sweating. My hands are sweating, and I'm not even playing.
You're not even playing. Yeah, no. Hey, but Supergrenas back to the corner once again. Hawk Howard able to get his opponents in the corner really easily and keep them locked down. The side switch is going to give Skwerl a chance to get out, but no, he's back in the corner again. It's all rock in the puppet strings right now.
God, Ryuki is just pushing in all there, getting every single hit confirmed in. Kind of pushing forward there. All right, Supergrenas is throwing up some good defensive blocks there. Now he's going to try to answer back. But
yeah, I was about to say it's going to be a tough battle there because Skwerl did a lot of blocking, which built up his overheat. So even if he got it confirmed, he wouldn't really be able to get the max damage out of the BNB. He'd pretty much have to go straight to the level 2. Yeah, just give me 1 year.
Yeah.
Please. And I'll stick with it no matter what. Nice color on both of these characters.
I was gonna say, what's the colorway on Hoku? I'm trying to think of like some sort of character coming out. But anyway, as we're kind of going in, we got RINO trying to go in, kind of zoning out, but kind of just jumping in when he can. I guess
this is like one of the most tame Hokutomarus I've ever seen.
Yeah,
like, the fact that he's just not charging in and rev blowing like a maniac already is just like what am I like? What are you even doing?
And usually when that happens too, they're usually, if they're not doing that, they're like using the teleport too. So like that, I wasn't even seeing that. Usually sort of like, oh,
we'll confirm. Okay, so that for Hotaru, that has been made more difficult. It's not completely gone. I know some people like to think it is, but it's not completely gone. It's just a little harder to do. If you got hands though, you can still pull it off.
Are you saying like the frame data changed a little bit on it, or
a little bit? Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But right now RINO is down like with about 10% health left here. Oh,
it's not even a matter of a confirm right now. Anything will do. A straight fireball, a read on a jump in, getting DP, a throw. There's the DP.
There's a DP right there for you. Yep. RINO, or I should say, SoSickNASHFAN goes up one round here.
It's saying that Hokutomaru might be Gohan. I kind of had a feeling that's what it be. SoSickNASHFAN's Hotaru makes me think Morrigan, just because of the light green light.
Yeah, I was thinking Morrigan too, but like I love the colorways, but the colorways make me have to like really think and guess on like in some other games where it's just like, oh, they have
nice. It's the Izuna drop.
Nice air throw right there.
Rev blow to automatically get correct on the cross up. Nice.
Got
defense all around.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say
5 for 5 for that whole string right there.
Oh,
crazy.
Man. Big rev blow by.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh man, here comes
RINO going. How much is gonna spin? 1 bar? And really any confirm, like anything light.
Oh, nice teleport there, and that. And RINO will take that round, tie it up in this game. That surprised me. I know he does the teleport a lot, but he barely used it in this game.
It was a big read. The teleport was a big read.
Yes. All right, we're kind of zoned out back here, trying to figure out what's going to happen. Projectile battle.
Runs after him, behind it. Take all that space.
Whip throw on the grab. All right. NASHFAN RINO has a big life advantage now, but here comes NASHFAN kind of coming back here. One just defend.
One under fireball, okay. Nice. I'm in the air. RINO comes out the other side.
Oh no!
Good use of the double jump.
The double jump, like not to land on that fireball.
Here's some big damage though. Yeah, I was about to say if she spins 2 bars, that should do it. That's going to be game 1 for SoSickNASHFAN.
Hidden gear going in there. Still had SPG. Max damage.
Oh, not quite.
Oh, no.
Legit. SoSick even stopped pushing buttons. You saw like he went neutral for a moment there, and that's going to get RINO.
No.
That's a Moshiki moment, baby. Clip that. Clip that.
We have to clip that.
Unfortunate. SoSickNASHFAN stopped inputting.
He
took his hands off the controller. He was reaching for his drink. Looked over. Oh no! Wait, it's not done yet. Even look, it's my fault too because I said that for sure would kill. I thought for sure that would kill.
I leaned back as I was looking up SPG, spending
crazy.
gear, get it. Yeah, you're pretty much there.
He also he cut the combo short even to like cut down on the
scaling.
The scaling, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Like,
But hey man, that's a mistake that SoSickNASHFAN is only gonna make once. He's gonna be locked in for the remainder of the tournament if he can survive. Keep in mind, this is loser's side, so whoever loses here, they're out for the week. Baby.
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
ready for the teleport drop in this time. That's gonna be a big punish. Probably gonna spin the last bar, turn it into just a single button. Yeah, at this point, like anything, a grab, a heavy button, fireball, something, anything.
Jump in. Oh, just waiting for like.
He has Rev Blow on deck as well. He's on like on the last sliver of the SPG throws. There it is. Yep.
There it is.
Double fireball, EX, and then a normal.
Just the fireball to zone it out, just to get that last couple of ticks of damage right there. But now SoSickNASHFAN needs to get this to tie it up in the match and extend it. Nice little red bar
Star right now is he's gonna convert. That bar. Oh, he's ready for it. He's gonna get another one.
Oh,
but he
dropped
drops
the
That's
combo.
unfortunate.
Oh man, let's see how Reno's able to
We'll
respond
blame,
here.
we'll blame that one on the net.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. Craziness in the mid screen, but that's okay. Keeping it cool. RINO, confirm away from death. So SoSickNASHFAN looking to close this round out, pick up a game of his own. He's owed one.
Oh, there we go.
Nice read. Really, anything else?
Oh no! Will get confirmed there by RINO there. Nice throw tech though by NASHFAN. Oh! More fireball. There you go.
The run in the 5A. Palm in the face says, nah, stop, sir. My game.
Just go ahead and just do the light punch right into the face. Just as I'm running up and chasing the fireball.
All right, so we are up. So it's 1-1 right now here in our losers bracket. So again, whoever loses here, they're going home.
Man, and we're seeing how it is as we're going in. We're kind of just playing the neutral game, playing mid-screen. Nice Justifan, but did eat that fireball a little bit. RINO, but RINO's but SmackDown
Pop
able
into
to
the
confirm.
2C, good stuff. He didn't spend any rev gauge. Just opted to kind of like just take the wild punch and keep going.
Trying to make up DP to get that, but block that bread and butter combo. And now RINO's able to get the confirm, pushing it all the way to the wall. Gets one bar.
Not quite out of SPG yet, so still has a good amount of it. There's a good bit of it left. As long as he just get it confirmed, yep, that's a good round. SoSickNASHFAN has shaken off any nerves that he could potentially have when he only gave up that one game. He's turned this around, and now he's one round away from advancing.
And NASHFAN has such good reads. Like, I'm just watching his defense. And he's gotten a lot of the reads that would throw me off, or at least a lot of moves that RINO's throwing out that would throw me off. But he's like on point right now.
The first anti-air fireball from RINO in this set. You just gotta put out a little reminder that it's out there, that it exists.
That's pretty much what it is. Try to shimmy out of there. RINO was trying to shimmy, try to bait a throw. It did not happen, and now NASHFAN is trying to push out of the corner. Ooh.
Right now, both players just looking for that next significant hit.
Yo.
Using a lot of fireball, or a lot of the shurikens. A lot of jump-ins from SoSickNASHFAN, but really nothing done at either side. It's been about 20 seconds since our last real significant hit. 22 seconds left in the round. All likely for RINO right now. Doesn't really have to do a whole lot other than just hold the lead.
I was gonna say NASHFAN has to kind of go in. Was able to get a throw. Gets an air throw now. Now this is gonna look a little spicy. Not really
hits adding up. Still slightly unlikely for RINO. Never mind. 10 seconds left, and that's gonna be enough. Not this time for sure. For sure, this is it, right, chat? Right, Toma? For sure?
No, yes. I'm gonna bet all the money I have, which is like $1.
All right, well now you have $2, sir.
Yeah.
SoSickNASHFAN has killed this time and wins 2-1 over RINO. Will advance the Yurikov. RINO, good stuff, homie. But we'll see you next week. Don't forget to sign up for next week. And all you guys at home too, make sure you sign up as well. We reached the names because I was too busy yapping, but I saw Rock and I saw
Billy Kane, EepyGirl, and Ryuki.
EepyGirl. There we go.
EepyGirl, like when I first saw EepyGirl, we were not like I was with non-factor commentating the break. I was like week 2. At that time we were like, Billy Kane.
I should have known that it was EepyGirl because of that hella orange light.
But EepyGirl has just sort of like opened up like the Billy Kane like, revolution here, and becoming this man like doing the poke, using the long range poke, and just using the damage. Although as I'm like talking great about it, Ryuki does not seem to care.
Hey man, at the end of the day, EepyGirlWakeyWorld is in top 8 with Billy Kane. Not one of these top 3 characters, but again, her opponent is Ryuki, who we just saw go crazy against Supergrenas, the 2-time Breakout Esports champion. So that's nothing to scoff at losing that first round. It looks like she's not taking away now. She's turned it around, and she's about to take a round of her own if things continue the way she's going. Only 15 seconds, she's got Ryuki down to like the last 20% of his health or so. And it looks like she's about to finish up the last bit of it. Never mind, the combo drops. Ryuki gets his last chance.
Oh my god! Goes my god!
Commentators curse, baby. I'm so sorry to do that to you, EepyGirl.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say it's like, and thank you, Dentai. Yeah, I do remember that she did she did play Billy and KO at 15. It's just that everyone was just saying that his pretty much universally agreed that he was like the worst character in COW.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, he was like dead on arrival. Everyone saw his C button and immediately just turned off the trailer.
Yeah,
you know. But he's good in this game. He's actually my secondary character.
I'm still learning him a little bit, so I'm still trying to learn the meta of it, but he's so much fun to play. But right now, Ryuki was able to get that interrupt there, and now pushing up against EepyGirlWakeyWorld, bringing down to 1 pixel, just one more hit.
I used the hyper guard in order to avoid chip, but it's all for naught. Yuki is up in and around. Girl is facing the cliff at the moment. Gets the red blow out the gate. Gets things going. Gets some Oki. Find some pressure. Trying to slowly pushing Ryuki to the corner.
Actually, now Ryuki's now trying to push EepyGirl all the way to the corner. Almost there, but
Girl fights back though.
Yeah, exactly, and gets that super move out. Oh, but nice little interrupt and confirmed by Ryuki again. Now Eepee's back in the corner. Oh my god!
That'd be it.
I was gonna say, what was Eepee mashing there?
I'm not sure. It happened so fast.
It was so quick.
Fast.
It was so quick. It was just more. It felt like it was a frame trap of some sort because I don't know. Like,
don't answer that.
Maybe I'm not the best with.
Because right now we got Yurikov and SoSickNASHFAN.
Oh, Yurikov is on Kane. Okay, I did not realize that. Usually I
can see him playing this character.
I can see him, but I'm used to seeing him because when he was at DIY, he was playing Hoku. So I was ready for another Hotaru match. But you know what? I'm fine with him.
Now we gotta get the rich boy out here.
Get the rich boy with basically the standing mines or floating mines.
It may just possibly be that Yurikov prefers Kane for the Hotaru matchup, or maybe he prefers it for SoSickNASHFAN specifically.
Well, maybe I'll ask you this because you are sort of more of the subject matter expert when it comes to SNK, as SoSickNASHFAN is out to basically convert this. No, maybe not.
Like literally, there it is. I was about to say, just throw a fireball. Just throw a fireball.
Just throw a fireball. What I was actually going to ask you as we're going through this match is like, what is the matchup like? Is this a better matchup for Italian, or is this a better matchup for Hotaru?
Man, you're asking someone that has hella PTSD from playing the Hotaru Time matchup in Goro, which literally felt impossible. So I'm naturally inclined just to give it to Kine just because of the bad memories. But I'd say it's. I'd say it's pretty even. It's just really just a matter of like opening it up.
Well, right now, Yurikov was able to open up SoSickNASHFAN in there and keep him all the way in the corner.
Nice, the double throw to. Yeah, I mean, we've had one dominant round for SoSickNASHFAN. Now we're having a pretty dominant round from Yurikov, but SoSickNASHFAN actually turning it around. Red blow, pulling his way back in.
Oh man, just nice throw there by NASHFAN. Oh, NASHFAN's able to. Oh, did not fully convert. I thought he was able to. Got the combo.
A little too far away. SoSickNASHFAN takes that first game.
Yeah.
We'll see if Yurikov changes characters. He might pull out the Hokutomaru, maybe not.
We'll see.
Yeah, even chat's commenting like, why is Yurikov on?
Yeah, no,
we're seeing him pop back out. We might see a character swap.
Yeah, no, I mean he's from New York. He's from this area, so like I've seen him play. I actually met him at DIY. So he's a really cool guy. There it is. There's the Hoku.
Yeah, there we go.
All reliable.
Yurikov is playing Hokutomaru. All is right with the world.
Let's lock in. Both of them going back to the same stage. Winner goes on to loser semi-final.
They will play Ryuki. See what changes. Yurikov on his main now.
Right now, it looks like SoSickNASHFAN is able to get some of the confirms, and as I say that, Yurikov is able to get some of those in.
And again, another reserve Hokutomaru. Yeah, I think the Hokutomaru players are starting to chill out a little bit, but Yurikov's gonna have to turn up a little bit because right now he is deep in the red. One more confirm, and that's gonna be it for this round. One confirm and then a button.
I was gonna say you said it just delayed. It's fine. It's okay. All right, but now SoSickNASHFAN is now on set point here. Yurikov has a pretty tall hill to climb if he wants to continue in this breakout series this week.
Taking all that free meter. Runs in, gets stuffed, gets pushed back out.
Oh, nice little back throw by Yurikov to catch back, and nice little confirm, but it was blocked, but nice command throw out there.
Yurikov on the drive right now. Whee! Back dashes away from the fireball, gets clipped. Confirm.
Oh man, nice little
jab confirm, nice.
Yeah.
Whee!
That double jump.
Chicken with each other at the mid screen.
Double jump is so cheating. It's just like
double jump, and then he can still do some of his specials that allow him to alter his jump arc even further.
Yeah,
he's basically an anime character.
I know. I mean, and with SNK, like you already get like the hop. Well, in this one's only the hop and the full jump, where it's already get the paint trajectory. Like it's not crazy, but there you go. Yurikov gets on the board there with that bread and butter combo. Gets that first round.
Get ready.
SoSickNASHFAN has 2 full bars right now of meter. He's able to close this out, or Yurikov is
I'm better Chan doing I'm better things. Forces her way in. Now she's going to get maximum damage with this opportunity. Put herself in overheat.
Yeah, but probably want to spend that.
Yeah.
Can even spend that hidden gear.
Ooh, but Yurikov lets her rip first.
Oh, and that actually kind of puts
that was basically raw too, so that's going to be huge damage for Yurikov. Boom, yep. Yeah.
And that actually puts SoSickNASHFAN at a disadvantage. Now can't really get rid of that meter, can't use that hidden gear, and now here comes Yurikov. Actually do it right there. Okay.
One drop. And it gets him with the universal overhead. Good stuff. Yurikov, never saying die, picking up a game of his own. One apiece.
I think we're batting literally like 100 right now when it comes to like predicting combos. Like combo ranks, they're gonna kill. But oh my god, here comes SoSickNASHFAN going in almost full throttle there, getting Yurikov all the way down to half bar.
Hitting some EX, only putting yourself at 25. Nice, okay. The most delayed of throw tech, but okay.
Literally at the last frame. Oh, jumping light to get in there a little bit. Nice back throw again by.
Nice. With the last bits of his SPG, Yurikov uses the rev blow to blow his way through SoSickNASHFAN's offense. On her back heel, and he might just close this one out. Next confirm is going to do it. A little tricky in the air with the wall jump and the double jump. Doing crazy stuff, just trying to like overload her mentally. Putting it down though. The moment is gone. The fast break is over. And now we got to go back to the box.
What weed?
Not enough though. Nice A. Good stuff. Yurikov flipping this situation around, one round away, advancing Ryuki.
Oh, nice.
Andy
wow. Going around and jumping around here, but Yurikov gets a little bit of bread and butter combo going in. The level. only using one bar, only had one bar available. We're just trying to see who's going to get that big confirm. Looks like it might be Yurikov's turn to get this big confirm. Going in for a big combo. Trying to see if we get the meter. Oh,
just
get
shy of one bar. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't think he finished up that first bar that he has until after the combo had completed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he probably would have spent it. Not 100%, but that's how it would be. But he gets a chance to spin it right there. And now he's basically just one touch anything. He's trying so hard to force the throw. Double tech. SoSick was ready for the third one. Now SoSickNASHFAN gets his last chance to stay in this. He needs to find something. He's got 2 bars, and this might be. Oh, it gets blocked. He's got to try it again.
Oh my God, we're 19 seconds left on the clock.
Keep it cool. Slight life lead for Yurikov. He's just gonna box out. Overheat. Can't justify. 14 seconds. SoSick takes the lead. Oh, but the whiff. Oh my God.
The standing heavy right there, aka the 5C.
Absolute test of both players' nerves in those last 10 seconds of that round. Good stuff.
Are just about to start here in the final, and we're already in the middle of the match. Looks like we're still in the middle of game 1 here in this Hoku
Only a few seconds behind. We just had a little issue with some double bracketing, but hey, you know, it's never been right into it. Right now, First Force is just getting rushed in the corner, and it looks like he's going to drop his first round. Indeed, he does. Robert just absolutely dominant. Takes that first round. Quick and easy. Real, like I said, man, you blink and you miss it. It's over. Here we are, round 2.
These are now. This is the first of like the aggressive Hokus that we were seeing tonight. That was at least when Robert was on it. Oh, here comes. But now speaking of the other, answering back, First Force is now kind of coming in and trying to establish his dominance right now. But he's back. His back is to the corner.
Just light hits on both sides so far. Nothing too big. There's one right there. That's going to blow First Force past his SPG and a little bit on top, spinning that 1 bar that he's got. First Force sitting on 2 bars of his own right now. He's spin 1 right there to take the light lead back, only by a sliver though. Anyone's game here, the mid screen.
And that jump trajectory did not throw off First Force.
I don't think so.
Oh, First Force gets a little light confirm right there. Oh, does not kill on that last hit.
One touch, anything, sneeze on him. 26 seconds left.
Oh no,
but confirm from Robert. You say, not today, sir, not today. It's the first game. Winners finals, 3 out of 5.
My God, that First Force could not clutch that. Or I should say, Robert clutched that out. First only had like 1 pixel health left, but was able to get that round and close out that game.
Red
now
Blow reads the offense, bullies his way through, which is First Force to the corner. In case you haven't checked it yet, First Force with the white cape and what's the word? Scarf.
Scarf. Scarf.
And Robert with the red Robert.
Yeah, the white scarf and the white boots, or the white socks, I guess, would be First Force, and he is getting pummeled right now by Robert's bread and butter combo. Oh my God, he's extending it all the way.
He has enough to kill. Maybe the bar will do it? No, I don't think so. He's got to find 1 more straight hit, and it's going to be in the form of a throw. First Force taking that first round. Pretty cool.
He saw the Rev Guard shield come up and decided to do a throw, and that's how it is. Robert gets a point here on the board in game 2, and now he's bringing First Force back into the corner here. And that's level
1. Skedaddles on to the mid screen, skedaddles back. He's like, oh wait a second, I'm supposed to be fighting that guy.
God, I love the run mechanic here. Oh man, Robert's
I'm just glad he doesn't like no retro run or anything. I'm glad he does almost like the Daimon run.
Yeah.
He's got like the knife hands.
Yeah. It's not the Naruto run where he's just like leaning forward. And
yeah, they totally could have just gone with it, been lazy and gone with that. But Robert, no slouch himself. He's up 2 games right now in very rapid. 1 more is going to see him advance to grand finals.
Running it right back in the zoo. So 2-0 here. First Force has another kill for climb. Oh, right there. Robert was able to take him out with that. Sort of like an DP. I think that was a DP, right? bread and butter combo by first force sort of stop. Oh, do not get
Lowe's
mad.
counter rev blow. Nothing done on either side, and now Robert is in overheat. And first force is getting kind of close, halfway there. Robert is undeterred. He's just gonna keep going on, and that's all you really can do when you're overheated, anyways. You just gotta keep going.
Oh man,
Applying crazy pressure, jumping, lows, everything, a little bit of everything. Teleport drop in gives first force a fighting chance. He's gonna have to pick up a lot of ground right here, but it doesn't matter. He gets punished with a 2A or 2B. Now Robert is sitting at 5.
This is a pretty quick match point. We'll see if Robert will be able to close it out in this round, or first force able to get on the board here. Has not won a round yet in this set. Right now, he's not looking good right now for first force.
That's his SPG.
Yeah, exactly.
And in the corner, he's going to throw. Oh, wow. Oh, almost impressive. Almost.
All right, let's see.
Robert's still sitting pretty right now. He's got the bulk of his health. He's got SPG early in. He's got SPG right now. He's going to spin the bar.
That trajectory through
Close
first
to another
force.
one, and now the next touch will kill. The next confirm will kill, I should say. Right now he's once again got first force in that left corner. Ooh, just barely with the hitboxes. Throws one right back. The zone gets blocked. He's going to get punished for big. This is a big opportunity for first force. Okay, it's going to take him down to basically one confirm. It's going to be one confirm, one button either side.
Oh,
Chip setting up, nice low tech. Teleport drop in, and he's ready for it.
That was
First
a
force
nice.
keeps it cool, puts one on the board.
First force
He's alive for at
finally.
least one more round.
First force actually finally getting on the board there with a really great lead on Robert, and now he's bringing that momentum back into this round. Already bringing Robert down to half, just over half life. But here comes Robert.
Wild
Coming
punch
back.
allows Robert to answer right back. He's going to equalize the life lead right now, spinning that one bar. And back at the mid-screen, 49 seconds left. Left corner once again.
Good confirm there by Robert to get into the combo there. Nope, does not have enough meter to spend.
Nice. Okay, equalizes it. Takes the lead. Anything really? Oh, that's going to be it.
That's their one touch. That one touch right there to confirm into that combo and that special. That does it. Robert
Usually
takes
have
it
tougher
3
opponents.
games to 0 here in winners final. Moves on to grand.
But okay,
It's all
so
good,
once
it's all
again,
good.
first course, the white scarf, Hokutomaru, and Yurikov on the red. I'm one of these days gonna learn what a scarf is. One of these days.
One with white hair, one with black hair. That works too.
Sure.
Sure. That's what it does. But right now, first force is now putting up all that,
Yeah, there we go.
all that damage. Wow. He's
Wants
now
that
waking
run
up
back.
here. This is now This is first to 3 losers final right now. So first to 3 on the set, and now Yurikov is trying to answer back. Wow. Putting up a little bit more of a
He's
pressure.
in overheat. Doesn't matter. He had such a life lead that he was able to find his hit and close it out. First round going to first fight.
Oh, nice trade.
At the end of the day, what happens when an unstoppable object or an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? We just call that the Hoku mirror.
That's pretty much what it is. And Yurikov is now being that immovable object as he gets hit by that special by first force. And now we're basically at an even life right now. We're going to play the neutral, see who gets the next confirm.
It's going to be a pivotal moment because at this point, with the meter that it's not, either player doesn't have enough to kill, but it's definitely going to set them up so that they're one button away. Maybe first force, yeah, if he gets a little bit more of these straight hits, I definitely think Yurikov is definitely like within able range now. First force, one button away now, yeah. 30 seconds left.
Oh no!
Sports finds his opening. Not enough to kill. One touch either side now. Just a button, a throw, a fireball, anything. There it is. The air shuriken.
The air shuriken. Just right, like Yurikov is running, trying to get under in the shuriken. He gets hit. He gets hit with the shuriken in the face. Oh, that's well unfortunate there. But first force gets that first game, and we'll see how Yurikov is able to answer back here. We're kind of going in and
Wait. And then the teleport dropping. Nice. Yurikov is ready for it. Doesn't react to anything. Just keeps it cool.
Wait, I was gonna say, saw the whiff of the throw. Oh, nice jump on that to get that little opening for Yurikov there, keeping First Force enemies under rev guard and gets another confirm into the little bit of baby combo. And no big punish there.
Yeah, nothing significant yet, but like Yurikov is getting all these little hits that are adding up over time. At the 30-second mark, First Force is down to like the last 40% or so of his health, and Yurikov is sitting on a bulk of it. He's still got SPG on deck as well. He's gonna get blown past it right now. Still has the life lead after that throw. He's one confirmed, maybe like, you know, like 1 or 2 buttons away. That's not quite gonna be it. That's gonna give First Force free range to do whatever he wants. Not enough to kill though. He doesn't have the meter for it.
Nope, does not have enough.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
Oh, oh, he drops it.
Unfortunate the drop. Yurikov immediately takes advantage of the situation.
Wow.
Crazy. Flip that.
What just happened? Oh, and
that combo went on for so long. First Force was able to build enough meter to close it out on Super, but it dropped. It's unfortunate.
My God. Well, anyway, as we're keeping going here, Yurikov is getting more of the little poke pressure on there with all the little lights. Casey Gray is like also saying wow in the chat as well. Oh, nice combo in there going into
anything now, a throw, a button, a fireball, whatever, something. First Force doesn't take any of that bait. Fights his way back. Hey, nice. Catches the back dash. Through luck or luck, and now he's on the drive. Right now, Yurikov is in overheat. He can't block too much more. His guard meter's chipping down. 30 seconds left. First Force, anything at this point. Sneeze on him and he'll die. 28 seconds left. Yurikov finds it with a 2B. Takes up a game of his own. Reminder, chat. This is really exciting. I'm absolutely loving this. Listen, I got a kid asleep in the room next to me, so if my volume is low and the tone is even, it's not 'cause I'm not excited. I don't want to wake up the kid, but man, what a great set it's been so far.
I'm doing a golf clap right now. That's what I'm doing. Just
yeah, there we go. Yeah, you know, finger snaps.
We both have kids like in the next room, so that's how FGC we are. We love the game. We also love our kids that they don't wake up, but we're here with you guys to watch this action right now. And Yurikov was getting a lot of that momentum, and is still able to confirm that First Force was coming back a little bit, but this should close it out for Yurikov, and does.
Dominant round for Yurikov.
Very much. God, those double jumps, changing that trajectory is so mind-bending for me.
Out of all the Hokutomarus that I've seen tonight in this top 8 bracket, I feel like Yurikov has been the most active in the air. He's constantly doing something to fake you out. He's not really doing a whole lot with buttons or specials or anything. He's just kind of like this, you know, confound you. And not really working right now is First Force, even though he's in overheat, is on an offensive drive right now, really needs only just a button or a throw to close it out. He finds it in the form of a light combo, takes up a round of his own.
There it is. But yeah, no, that is a good playstyle though too. It's like nothing against it. It didn't work that round, but that bait
has worked in previous rounds.
Yeah. The one thing I haven't seen a lot of, or at least I haven't seen it, maybe it's just too fast, is like some of the feints that were coming in there, because I love that mechanic in this game as well.
If you asked me to identify Hokutomaru's feint animation, I would not be able to.
I won't be able to either. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but I know in like Gato and some of the other ones with some of the big moves, even Marco with a fake fireball. But right now, we have 2 Hokus going in there. Sorry for yapping a little bit here, as First Force was trying to get out of the corner and is able to. Oh, whoa! That's
okay. Oh, a little too eager to take his turn back and get hurt for it bad. It's going to cost him the round and cost him the game as Yurikov goes 2-1 right now in losers finals.
We were talking about losers runs here. Yurikov is on to punch his ticket all the way to grand finals if he wins this game.
No, I know First Force wants that run back against Robert because, you know, it was a little bit of a blowout for First Force.
Oh, with rev blow.
Good start right here as he's starting to equalize his health.
Oh, nice confirm there by First Force.
He's going to get hurt for that.
Yes, he is right there. Yurikov is able to fully punish.
Is he going to spin the bar here? Yes, he is.
You And then, oh, still gets another confirm and gets into a little baby combo. Another confirm. He's just doing like these light confirm combos.
It's probably throwing first force off a little bit. Like, he's probably doing that to throw off first force's sense of timing because he expects it to be longer until he gets to do an input again. And instead, Yurikov is dropping cutting his combos a little short. Yeah, he can kind of be ready to do another one right away. Maybe I'm just giving him too much credit, but you know. Yurikov, he's a creative and mind gaming kind of guy, so you know I wouldn't put that past him. But it doesn't matter right now because first force is running away with this round.
Running away with this round. That should.
Yeah, that's gonna. Oh no! Drop. He's got one. Another chance though. He's got plenty of life left. 37 seconds left.
Oh, nice back
Fit on the other side. Good stuff. Doesn't even use the rev guard for that. Just does it raw. Picks up a round. Staying alive.
Staying alive, we got to set point for Yurikov and a survival point for First Force here. We're going to see how this will end up. First Force gets hit there first time on the Shuriken, and now here comes Yurikov just going in again with those confirms.
Oh no!
Punish that.
That's unfortunate.
Oh.
First Force thought he was going for the biggest read of the evening, but nothing was there. Now he's down. Now he has no bars.
Yeah, from full screen? Like that was like, that's a ballsy read. That's all I have to say. Like that from that far.
Yep.
And there's
now Yurikov's gonna let his rip, and it's going to confirm. Not 100% sure if this one's gonna kill. I'm
not taking a bet. I'm not taking the bet.
I'm willing to say yes. Nope, I was wrong. You were right. I owe you $1. But hey, man, I mean, First Force either way is one touch away from death. That's it. He is dead. He is eliminated. Yurikov is moving on. He will be playing yet another Hokutomaru against Robert.
Managed to squeak out a win. That was close.
3-1 finish. We're going to see what happens as we're going into it right now. We hear the drum line in the background. We're going to Yuri Sakazaki's gym. It is time. It is grand finals, folks. And again, I might be low in volume and reserved in tone, but I am super hyped. And you should be too because it's grand finals. Here we go.
The lighter-haired Hotaru, Hokutomaru is Robert, so just letting you know on that. And pretty much in all black and red, while Yurikov is on the blue, black, and red. As, oh my god, Robert has already taken out most of the life there on Yurikov, but here comes Yurikov getting out of the corner, was able to switch sides, and was not able to get the confirm, but ended up. Oh.
I was ready, caught him on landing, and he just first round.
Get ready.
Craziness in the air. Nothing done.
One right there, no whiff on. Oh, no confirm. They're just jumping around. Nice grab low. Yeah.
Not a whole lot off of that. Robert still in SPG.
Not get the crouching legs to get confirmed there on the punish, but not able to get. Oh! I thought he missed that. Here comes Yurikov trying to put Robert back into the corner.
Yeah. Just level 1 supers all around. And the worst part about it is, Robert's already close to another bar. He can spin it right now if he wanted to.
Oh my god, just the back and forth, like the running.
Teleport drop in.
Yurikov running, Robert teleporting,
nice.
But that Robert was able to close out that round, gets up quickly 1-0 here in this grand final.
Pretty close though, pretty close though.
Oh, it's close. This is, I'm still sweating, by the way. So this is, and now I'm just gonna be sweating even more because these guys are playing at that like really poking. One mistake kind of does it. Like
absolutely, these guys are going line. Blow blows right past it, gets the double. That's a lot of gauge that he just built up. It was worth it as he's down to like the last edge of it is now on. Yurikov on the drive, trying to open up his opponent, and yep, there he's back to bite him. Robert is now in overheat. Not just a pin. He cannot block for too long. His guard ball is really low, but it doesn't matter. He finds his opening, and he's on the second one. Doesn't have the bar to close it out though. He's going to need at least one more. There it is. The whiff grab gets tossed up, and that's going to be it.
That read on Yurikov is trying to get that throw in, but a nice jump across by Robert to close out and confirm and get that round. Oh, an air rev blow just to go right into it. And here comes
just a bulldog his way in. Robert says, I can do that too. Wee, another whiff grab.
I want the green aura too.
Level 1.
Another
throw pushes Yurikov all the way to the floor. So right with back with a level 1 wake up. Finds a little bit more damage, but he tries to go for the reset, nothing done.
Hurricanes, nice teleport by. Oh, there's the confirm by Robert to get more into the corner. Oh, did not finish that combo though.
Whip grab, nice. The neutral jump makes the grab whip. And
now Robert,
I think that's the second. I think it's the second round in a row that a whip grab has cost the round, and Robert was able to beat him both times with the jump.
I was gonna say it was actually both times in that game. Like both rounds he won. It was that game. So now Robert's up 2 games to 0 here, very quickly in the grand final. We'll see if Yurikov is able to answer that because he's gonna have to if he wants to extend this match.
Robert getting very close to winning his first Breakout Esports title.
Oh man, we're watching the jump right now. Yurikov able to get a little bit confirmed. Going in for the bigger combo here with the level 1 as the ender. Now pushing up.
20% left for Robert.
Pushing up, gets another light confirm. Yurikov's on the other side, but nice interrupt.
Find something, anything, one button will do it, but he's going to have to hold this damage first. That's going to take it down to 1 touch on either side. A confirm for Robert will do it. A single button will do it for Yurikov. He's biding his time. He's waiting patiently, but he doesn't check his toes. Now he's Robert turning the point and rapid.
2B, man. just a straight up 2B on there to that get confirmed. And now we have Robert pretty much, I would say, has a little bit of the momentum now going into it. He wants to seem to close this out. He's already taken Yurikov all the way down to half life here and trying to get it. Yep, goes into the level 1. And
Robert's like, I got work in the morning, homie. Let's get this over with. Applying crazy amounts of pressure. Yurikov doing everything he can to fight it out. Gets a guard cancel, but nothing too significant. Air grab from Robert.
Oh, Yurikov is locked down in the back.
Robert is just... There it is. I was about to say, Robert is just, patiently biding his time. He's got a super strong advantage. He's got life lead, he's got meter, he's got games that he can drop if it really came to it. But Robert says, nah.